Hello, everybody, and welcome to Avery Nerd Gaming and this live stream of The Sims 4. Now, in this episode, we're going to be getting ready for my new challenge. The new challenge is going to be the Black Widower challenge. This is going to run simultaneously with my Rags to Riches challenge. Now, what is the Black Widower challenge? Well, the Black Widower challenge is simply where you have a sim, male or female, with it being a widower, have to be male. You get them married to a sim, you incorporate them into your family, you then kill them, and then you move on. And you try to make as much money as you possibly can, and try and marry and get rid of as many people as you possibly can before your sim dies. And we are going to do our prep for this. So by this means building our sim and then building our house and going from there. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, remember, if you enjoy this video, then please subscribe to the channel. If you are following on Twitch, then be sure to follow along on Twitch. This is being streamed to both Twitch and both to YouTube as well. So if you're watching on YouTube, then subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, then give me a follow. I would really appreciate it, and it would really, really help me out. So, without further ado, let me just double check something. I just need to go ahead and just need to go ahead and check something. Okay, let's go. So we haven't got a name for our sim yet, but we're going to do a male young adult. We need to make him look a bit like a Lothario, because there's no other way of, you know, kind of wooing people. So we're going to make him a bit of Lothario. So he'll want love. Okay. So we'll get a serial romantic on this one. We will pick the trait unflirty. No, we want him to be as flirty as we can. Romantic. He'll have to be. We'll have him as a. We'll need him to be. Well, he's not going to be loyal because he's going to be killing people, and we'll have him as outgoing, and we'll have him as an outdoorsy person who loves the outdoors. We can add some more stuff to these, which is a new thing. So pick preferences, so you can have them as which things do they prefer: music, color, or activity. You can choose the activity that they want to excel in. So I think for the purpose of this one, with it being, I suppose we can choose anything really, but I think we'll probably go for let's go for cooking. He likes cooking. Okay, and then you can also choose how he wants to die, which is a little bit creepy, you know. Oh no, it's if you want to make a ghost, if you want to make them a ghost, you can choose by what death they go by. But you know what? We're not going to make a ghost, so we're going to remove that trait. We can also choose what cult they want to be part of, a vampire cult or an alien cult, but we're not going to be doing any of that either. So let's make our sim. Now, I was thinking about this, and how can we make a sim like Lothario? So I was thinking we could either have swept back hair, so he looks like a Lothario, but I was thinking also kind of maybe like long, luscious locks that would make him look like a Lothario as well. So I'm thinking something like this. I was thinking, we'll obviously have to make his face maybe. Yes, he is a young adult, but I think we need to make him look a little bit more you know, Lothario-like, if you like. And let's have a look at his facial hair. I was thinking about this as well. I think we could have. I was thinking of like a hand, like a moustache like this, and then a little Van Dyke beard. Make him like a proper Lothario, which I actually quite like the idea of. So I think that's what we're going to do. Add a little goatee, like. Oh, you can't have both. Oh no. So we have to do it like this, which I don't really like, but we're going to go for it. We need to change his hair color so it matches, because he's got a bit of like a blue tinge going on with the hair, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get rid of the glasses. Not that the glasses don't scream Lothario, but you know, we need to make him look. Eye details. Oh, we can have bags under the eyes. We don't want any of that. This guy's got to be as appealing as we can make him. He's got to have eyes that you can get lost in. Being a Lothario, of course. I think we go for color. Crystal blue eyes. Look at that. Okay. So make them. Can I adjust the eyes? Yeah, make them a little bit bigger. So make his eyes just a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's choose his nose. It sounds a little bit petty about noses. That you can choose the nose, but that kind of works. And then his lips. I'm going to give him you want to kind of give big sort of pouty looking lips for a Lothario, as it were. Okay. We need to think about the clothing. So we'll go for tops. We'll go show all. So this is his kind of everyday. That's his work. That's his exercise. That's his sleep. That's his party gear. That's his swim gear. That's his summer gear and his winter gear. So I think for every day wear, we need to think about how a Lothario would look. So let's have a wee goosey gander. Right, so I think what we could do is maybe have him in a suit. Would that be a bit too much? Kind of like, what's his name? Goth, Mortimer Goth. I quite like that. I think that's the one. That's the one for his smart attire. I think he needs to be suave and smart. So let's choose his trousers. We'll choose. I kind of want to go. I kind of like the idea of like maybe not jeans, but what if we were to put? Not a fan. How about something like? I don't like the bottoms. I want them to be like kind of bootcut, but they're not. There's not really anything that's standoutish. The only thing would be they're quite. Oh no, it's got an apron on it. I want kind of like bootcut jeans or trousers, not skin tight ones like that. That works. That works. So he's going to be all dapper and everything. But I think we need to buff him out a little bit. We need to have him be a bit muscular because he's going to be wowing the Sims, and we need him to be, you know what I mean. So let's have a look at his shoes. I think he needs to have kind of smart shoes on as well. He needs to have smart shoes. I think, you know, going for the full burgundy red look, I think that works. That works really well, actually. Okay, so that is his everyday wear. Now for his work wear, I think we don't know what job he's going to have. So this is kind of difficult. I think for exercise, I think we want him to have, I think just plain red tee. I don't think we need any more than that. I think going a bit more complicated because it is just his exercise gear. We don't need anything too exciting. Let's try shorts. No athletic shorts. Shorts, here we are. We don't want 80s. We don't want that. So I think just even some red. Red is going to be the color that we're going to go for because red is the color of passion. So if he's being Lothario, then red is the color to be. Right, so let's get his shoes. He needs to have trainers on. So we'll see if there's a red trainer that maybe he can wear. Yeah, it's like a red burgundy trainer there, like Vans. Other trainers are available, of course. Bracelets, we'll get rid of this bracelet. You shouldn't be wearing bracelets if you are exercising, of course. Let's have a look at that's boots. We'll go accessories and go down to socks. Do I want... he's not a footballer. I think just white socks there would be absolutely fine. And I think that is okay. He's got his glasses on. I don't think he should be wearing glasses for exercising. Certainly not. So let's get rid of the glasses. Right, so that is his exercise gear. Let's have a look at tops and go across to night gear. So this is what he sleeps in. That is just silly. I don't think we need any of that. So I think we'd need something just... no, because that's the same as his workout gear. I think maybe... So, a red hoodie, maybe? And then... Maybe let's see what the full body things are. You could have like a onesie. Or maybe just like a... I think maybe that would do it. And I think if we get rid of the hat as well, I don't think we need the hat on top because I think the hat is a little bit overkill. We don't need the hat. And I'm kind of tempted with the shoes to have like really girly slippers. Like these. I don't know, I just think that'd be kind of funny. Having the slippers on. Like that. Okay, so his party gear. I think with his party gear, again, it should be... You could have him kind of being quite smart. So let's see, we've got kind of checkered red shoes on. So let's go up to his trousers. I want him to kind of be smart, but also kind of relaxed at the same time. So maybe something like those. Is that too much? I think no, I think that's actually okay. And then his top, there was a top that I saw which I thought would be quite nice for a party. See, that works quite well, doesn't it? But there was one that I saw, this one here, which I thought looked quite kind of good. It's like a smart suit jacket open, or even something. Ooh, actually, no, that works quite well, doesn't it? So maybe without the badge on, that works out quite well. Tattoo on, yeah, yeah, that works out quite well. I quite like that. He's kind of relaxed. He kind of chill, sort of chilled out sort of look. Swimwear. I think that's fine for swimwear, to be honest. Summer, again, fine. I don't think I'm gonna worry too much about that. Maybe something a bit more along those lines. You never really have to do any of this stuff, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so let's go back to his everyday wear, which is this. Okay, we now need to think of a name. So I was thinking something along the lines of Antonio. I think a double barrel posh name. So Antonio Hugh Fredericks is his full name, and he is a Lothario, a posh sim who's going to be trying to woo all the other sims. Now he can be male, female, makes no difference whatsoever. And he just lives on his own. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to build his house. Okay, so I think Hugh Fredericks would live somewhere posh. So I'm thinking somewhere like Magnolia Parade. I think right here in Preeminent Domain. Now there are retail shops around him and there is a big shopping mall, but for some reason I think Antonio wouldn't care about that. I think he would just want to live somewhere where there's lots of money coming in because he is a wealthy sim. Okay, so we're in build mode. No, we're not. We're in live mode. We're going to go into build mode and we're going to build his house. Now, we need to think about the fact that he is a bachelor at the minute. So we need to think about I might just do styled rooms for now, just to see what we've got. We need to think about the fact that he is a bachelor. He is going to be luring Sims back to his home. And I'm having a bit of a funny 5 minutes here. So we need to think about the fact that he is going to be a bachelor. He's going to be living in this house, trying to lure Sims back to it. That is the kind of key thing that we need to think about here. So we need to have a bedroom. So these are kind of expensive rooms, to be fair. But something like this. So it's got everything you need: bed, wardrobe, light, and room, and it's already designed for us. I kind of like that, to be honest. Oh no, hold on, it's not. So let's just buy the room. So this is going to be the bedroom. So I think if we put the bedroom here, we can then put, I think, this is going to be the living room. Is this the living room? Yes. Right, so what about this one? No, I don't like that. That's quite small. I hate that for him. I mean, that's kind of cool, a little bit eccentric. But these are expensive rooms, these ones. I mean, this one's 4,000. See, I quite like that. I think this is the color we need. I think this is the room that we're going to buy. So, we need to turn this around, I think. So we need the living room to be there. So we need that room there to have the door so it can be connected. So then we need to have a bathroom. Now I like to think that he'd have a bit of an ensuite bathroom. See, I quite like that. I like to think he'd have a bit of an ensuite bathroom, because that just strikes me as a kind of person that you would have there. So you could put it. Could you put it so it's flush with the wall? There you go, right there. So you got the bathroom, you got the living room, you got the bedroom, you got the bathroom. So I think what we need now is we need a kitchen. So let's have a look at the kitchens that we've got. Now these kitchens are all pretty dear, but that one's quite nice. I quite like that one actually. Has a nice little kitchen. So where's the door? The door is there. So we need to think about where the door can go. So the door would go in that corner there, if I was to put that there. Would that work? I think so. That's the kitchen. So now we need the front door. So I think I could probably design this next bit myself. So if we get the walls and get the room tool, I want to have like a corridor here that would lead to the front door. So it's a bit of a unique shaped house. So this would be the entrance hall. So I think we'd have a carpet here. Well, the whole thing is actually paneling. So maybe if we have like wooden paneling, this wooden paneling, I think, and then we go like that. So similar wooden paneling to what is in the living room. And wallpaper-wise, I think if we just had, even just I would say just a basic wallpaper, you know, just a white wall plain but pretty. And you put that on the whole thing. And then I think if you put a light, like a hanging ceiling light, because the whole idea is that I want to present this as is that he's a Lothario, but he's really not that special. People will he'll make out to people that he's special, but he's really not that special at all. So, with that said, I think we should have like a. I think at the end of the corridor we should have like a table or something that will. Ooh, something like this. Riveting console table. Is that? What does that look like? What's it got on there? I don't like the bars on the side. So what about something like... I want basically like a... See, something like that. Right at the end there. I quite like the look of that. Right on the end there. And you could have something to put on top. Let's put picture. Put a picture up on the wall at the back, so that when you go in, you've got this picture. I would kind of like to have like a picture of himself, which I'm sure you could do, but what about stay weirder? And then I'm thinking something like plants or something, indoor plants that you could put on top. Amuse bush cow plant. Can that go on top of there? Why not? No, that's too big. I can't go on the tables, that's annoying. Okay. I think we need something to go on the wall as you go in as well. I think I'm gonna be, hey, I'm cool. I've got art in my house. Look at me, how cool I am with my art. Right, so we need a door. We need a front door. What front door? We also need some windows as well. So let's have a look at what front door we could have. We could have this one here. I think front door right here. That will lead people into the house. And then you've got the living room here, straight as soon as you go in. I would love to have a TV here, but I don't think we've got enough money for that yet. We might have enough for a... We've got a small TV that we can put in there. But I don't think we will. I think we'll just have it for now. Right, so that's his kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, hallway. Let's think about the outside of the house just very quickly. Let's think about how we could have it on the outside. Is there rock and stone? Maybe we do throughout the whole house, so it kind of matches his personality. Looks horrible. It looks absolutely hideous, but hey ho, it does look absolutely hideous. But he is a Lothario. He is. It's part of his charm. We'll see. Okay. Right. Let's think about what window. I think some big windows here and here at the front as well. And then I think that will maybe a window here as well. Okay. And now we need to think about the roof as well. What kind of roof do we want? It's a bit of an odd-shaped house, to be honest with you. So it might be kind of difficult to do a roof, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, it's certainly an odd-shaped house, to say the least. I think so. We're going to have this sort of area at the back that's not going to have anything on it, but I have an idea for what we could potentially do for that. I think if we have a pole, we could have a big red column that could be holding up the roof. Just because he's an eccentric dude. That kind of works perfectly, actually. Holding up the roof. And then on this side we have another odd shaped. I think maybe if we have... Is there any way of having this a bit smaller? Either way, we're going to have it kind of coming over a bit, I think, just because of the size of the no, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Maybe just not have a roof, because I don't think we actually need a roof, to be fair. It doesn't have to have one. We can just have like a flat roof. Okay, I think we'll just have a quick look about outdoor plants. Do we have... how do we add the outdoor plants? Is it this one? Outdoor plants, here we are. I think just some bushes and stuff outside. Just to kind of make it look sort of nice here. We're going to have the outdoor bushes right along the outside of the house, just to make it look a little bit nicer. I think a little couple of... No, can't have the grass. What about having a white picket fence along the front of the plants, just to make it look a little bit nicer? What about this one here? Contrast wooden fence. I haven't got enough. Okay. Cool. Now that is our home for Antonio Hugh Fredericks. This is his home. This is his Lothario home, ready to go and meet Sims. He will bring them back here. He will wine them. He will dine them. He will get them to marry him, and then he will get rid of them. And this is where the Black Widower story will begin. Now, we won't be streaming this tonight. This is just the prep. This is just getting everything ready for the series to begin. And the series will hopefully begin some point next week. If you want to keep up to date for when this series is going to begin, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on notifications to be notified for whenever this series goes live, and you will be kept up to date as to when this series will be up and running. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Black Widower Prep episode. You can catch up by watching it whenever you wish, but for now, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again.